Hi, very good evening to everyone, especially Dr. Guri. My name is AYMAN and me and my group will be presenting about UNILEVER. So, the first things first is our introduction. In the middle, we can see is me, AYMAN bin Muhammad FADHIL Samuel. I am the Chief Executive Officer of the company. To the left of me is Muhammad AYMAN bin ZUHAILY, the Chief Finance Officer, and to last but not least, to the right is Muhammad ALIEF QAYYUM bin Muhammad SALIM, the Chief Human Resource Officer. So the first thing we're going to look at is the background of the company. UNILEVER is a British-Dutch international consumer goods firm with headquarters in London and Rotterdam. Dove, Lipton, Rexona, and Magnum are just a few of the most popular brands in Malaysia that are owned by UNILEVER. We are one of the most powerful corps in producing consumer goods that improve people's life while also simultaneously contributing to the global economic growth. The products that we produce are reliable to use, and we are one of the businesses that are accountable for our activities. Next is vision and mission. Our vision is to make sustainable living commonplace. We believe this is the best long-term way for our business to grow. Our mission is to add vitality to life. We meet everyday needs for nutrition, hygiene, and personal care to help people feel good, look good, and get more out of life. The Unilever logo is represented by a large U, with each image in the large U has having a deep significance, reflecting our facets of our business and our mission to make sustainable living the norm. Here is our organizational chart with all the board of director members. Next is the organizational culture of UNILEVER, which mainly centers on the performance and quality. The organizational culture of UNILEVER can be seen throughout its long history that developed from a small startup company to a global force today. Such achievement is due to the UNILEVER's organizational culture to develop high quality and performance in the employees' work ethics to increase production. Despite the fierce competition, UNILEVER is highly competitive due to its high quality of products. This emphasizes on product efficacy. UNILEVER has also achieved efficacy in its inner business operations, including human resources, using innovation and technology.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Imam Ghazali and I will be presenting about the company review. So I will be explain about the three matrices in this slides. So the first matrix is the IFE matrix. So the IFE matrix score for this company is 2.9, which shows that the company has a internal position. The IFE matrix for the company is above an average, which is 2.5. So it indicates that the company is good and quite strong to compete with its competitors. Next is the EFE matrix. The EFE matrix score for the Unilever company is 2.6, and it indicates that the company capacity to adapt with its external variable is not quite good because it is only different 0.1 with average score, which is 2.5. The company's plan are properly designed, but it's not so good to meet the opportunities and fight its threats in an external examination. So the last matrix is CPM matrix. The CPM matrix of Unilever refers that the company doing minor strength. So it is good for the company because they know how to handle the corporation. However, compared to the all the company, the Unilever is worse than P&G, but it is better than the Henkel. And I think the company should maintain its strengths and opportunities, and they need to overcome their threats based on the critical success factor, which is CSF. Okay, next we move to the SWOT analysis. So the strength for the company is it has a strong brand and it has a broad product mix and more. And the weaknesses is it is easily to be copied and it has a high operating expenses and more. So the opportunities for the company is it has a business diversification, product innovation for health, and more. And the last one is threats. So the threats for the company is it has a high competition and the product is easily to be copied. So that's all. Next, we move to the problems of the company. So there are four problems that the company need to overcome to lead their company success in the future. So the first problem is Unilever is facing imitation and copying of products from other competitors that can create erosion of the customer retention. So the second problem is they use Ayurvedic drugs as one of the products ingredient which can bring harms and can bring danger to the consumer's health. And the third one is product bias. It emphasizes more on the specific products that give them the most market share. For example, the beverage section. And the last problem is Unilever's own the retailers offering house brands pose a danger to the company. So what can we conclude here is internal and external factors are really reliable to each other in computing every matrix. And it shows the Unilever has a very good strength and it has a little weaknesses. In addition, it also has a potential in future according to its opportunities that can be accomplished. However, the threats and the problem are something that cannot be overlooked as it can affect the company's performance in a global market. So they need to find a way to overcome this. From the CPM, which is competitive profile matrix, it shows that Unilever also one of the strong companies among its competitors. Besides, these company strategies are well designed to meet the opportunities and to fight against its threats. However, this company can be improved to generate more profit. So next we move to why metrics are important and needed. So the IE matrix is a vital and calculated administration tool that is used to examine important position and working of Unilever. The IE matrix depends on an examination of external and internal factors that are consolidated into one model. For BCG, BCG is intended to aid in long-term strategy by planning and assisting Unilever in considering growth prospect by examining its product portfolio to choose where to invest, discontinue, and create good. Okay, next we move to the IE matrix score. The IE matrix calculation shows that the total weighted IFS matrix score for Unilever is 2.9 and it indicates that the company has average internal strength and the total weighted score for the EFE matrix is 2.6 which suggests that the company has a slightly less than average ability to respond to its external factors and the firm should hold and maintain to its position according to the IE matrix. And last but not least, the firm should adapt initiative aim to expanding its market share and developing new products. So next we move to the BCG matrix score. So based on the BCG matrix score, there are certain products that are included in their every quadrant. For example, Lipton and Dove are in a star quadrant, Hellmann's and Marmite are in a cash cow quadrant, Omo and T2 are in a question mark quadrant, and lastly, Ragu and Slim Fast are in a dogs quadrant. So, in this matrix, we are focusing on more dog quadrant because dogs quadrant have a little market share in comparison to their competitors, and they compete in a slow growing market, so they are not willing to invest in general since they are produce low and negative earnings. But if they keep this product alive, their investment on resources, time, capital, and more will be wasted. Hence, a solution should come out in response to minimizing the loss.
Next is strategies. From the strategies suggested from the matrices, we only choose three, which are market penetration, product development, and divestiture. So from market penetration, this strategy focusing more on marketing efforts toward their existing products in response to the imitation of product from their competitors. Market penetration also presented to solve the problem when Unilever's own retailers offer house brand which can pose a threat to Unilever. Hence, with a strong marketing and branding, Unilever are able to secure their market over its competitors, and at the same time, the potential of gaining new customers also will increase. For product development, for example, it can be done by discharging the use of Ayurvedic ingredients from some of their products. The Ayush skincare from Unilever were getting attention from the consumers due to the Ayurvedic usage. It claims that Ayurvedic is categorized as one of the harmful toxins which can affect health. Therefore, Unilever should find alternative ingredients as a substitution to the Ayurvedic in order to gain back trust from its consumers. As for divestiture, from the problem, Unilever found to only focuses on its product with more market shares. This is apparently a product bias is practiced by Unilever. In response to that, Unilever is suggested to divest some of their non-core businesses, which we call as dogs product. So, next is the implementation of the strategies. As for market penetration, the first method is Unilever can conduct surveys to their customers to understand better why they choose a certain product or brand. From the information, it can be used to improve products and services before Unilever proceed to the marketing campaign. So, this is the simplest and costless method that can be done. The second method is Unilever should adjust their existing products' prices in marketing. This method is called pricing strategy. This strategy entails making a product's pricing lower than what their rival offers. The high quality and low cost goods enable Unilever to dominate the market easily. Okay. Third method is to localize Unilever products to the country they are running the business in. For example, McDonald's come out with nasi lemak McD, which is only available in Malaysia because it does suit the Malaysian culture. So in Unilever marketing cases, they can design their packaging accordingly to the Malaysian celebration of culture like Raya Aidilfitri, Deepavali and Chinese New Year. So, for product development, the suggestion is Unilever should substitute Ayurvedic to natural ingredients such as coconut oil, olive oil, essential oil, and etc. The natural ingredients are safer to use, which give no bad side effects to the skin, but not Ayurvedic because it brings negative side effects such as diarrhea and allergic rash. Due to that, Unilever also should invest more on their dermatologists to develop new formula. Next is Unilever should improvise their food and beverage products such as Lipton, Hellsman, Marmite and Ragu by producing more varieties in flavors. For example, Lipton Lipton can introduce flavors like strawberry tea, vanilla tea, chocolate tea, and more. On the other hand, packaging also make an important role in their product development. They should design the packaging that fit and convenient to the consumer usage. They also can invest more to their designer in creating a better looks. Last but not least, Unilever can include a mini pocket sanitizer into their healthcare product line in response to the pandemic today. So the mini pocket sanitizer is easy to fit in the pocket and allow consumers to bring and use it anywhere and anytime necessarily. For a better results, Unilever can include them into the product line to create a mini pocket sanitizer with an adorable scent. Okay, the last one is divestiture. In response to the dark quadrant of Unilever's products such as Ragu and Slim Fast, it is suggested to implement divestment to maintain their strategic focus. So, in the very first thing, Unilever should keep an eye on their investment by assessing each business unit's relevancy to the company in the long business plan. Unilever should define the entire divestment plan, including the assets to be sold, when to sell them, and to whom. It is more like assessing the most essential capabilities connected with the assets they are selling. After determining which to sell, Unilever then need to identify its potential buyer. This process is critical because generating value from a divestiture necessitates getting a price that at least equals the opportunity cost of not selling the business unit. So, from the money, Unilever can either expand their existing business divisions, focusing on market penetration and product development, or they can launch a new product line. The money might also be used to pay off debt. Okay. Next is success stories. We have come out with a new revised matrices of IFE and EFE. The IFE increases from 2.90 to 3.1. Meanwhile, the EFE also increases from 2.6 to 3.0. So it clearly shows that the implementation of the strategies have helped in improvising Unilever performance. They help Unilever to overcome its weaknesses and to respond to their threats approach. Due to that, Unilever now gain more new customers and able to retain them. The consumers' demand also increases, which contribute to make more profit to Unilever.
So in conclusion, we believe that strategic management only gives benefits to a company in achieving mission and vision, as well as reaching their expectations and targets. It is a key to generating a stable bottom line where in a market where workplaces are constantly disrupted by technology innovation. It also helps create synergy, which increases coordination, which leads to more efficiency in production. It also helps us identify priorities that we need to be emphasizing on. Last but not least, with strategic management, people may be inspired and motivated by emphasizing the value of their goals. So that is all from us. Thank you very much for watching.